Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from the Francophile. It's Jalen and Maria and we hope you all are doing well. Today's video is about learning French. So if you're a French learner, you have probably seen the videos and courses claiming to teach you how to sound just like a native speaker. However, they often focus on outdated vocabulary and situational slang. We don't think you should waste your time learning every French cuss word or this month's verlan when you're probably not even using the words already in your vocabulary to their fullest extent.
What if we told you that there's a way to sound more like a native speaker without learning any new words at all?
That's right, in today's video we'll be teaching you more about French words that you already know.
The goal of our video is to expand your oral expression and comprehension of the French language while maximizing your current vocabulary. As Americans who live in France and speak fluent French, we've compiled this list based on our daily interactions with Francophones.
But before we get started with the video, make sure to follow us on all of our social media. We do have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and our blog. And like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps us to reach as many people as possible with the content we create. Let's get started.
The first word that we're going to talk about is déjà. As a French learner, you may recognize this word as meaning already or yet. But if you haven't considered using it to mean again, then you should.
For example, if you're telling your friend about a joke that you heard earlier in the day from someone else, but you can't remember exactly what it was, you might wonder to yourself, il a dit quoi déjà? Il a dit quoi déjà? Or what did he say again? The second word that we're going to discuss is normalement.
You might think of this word as meaning normally or usually, but don't forget that French people also use it to mean should or if all is well. For example, if you organized a surprise party and a special guest hadn't arrived yet, someone might ask you, when will she be here?
In response, you might say, normalement elle arrivera à 19h. Normalement elle arrivera à 19h. She should arrive at 7 p.m. Or, if all is well, she'll arrive at 7 p.m.
Our third word is ça. You might know that this word is used to mean that, this, or it, but it can also mean they in the singular or plural. For example, imagine a teacher getting some professional advice from a colleague on how to deal with misbehaved students.
The more experienced teacher may say, listen, don't beat yourself up about it. You know, les élèves de 6e, ça désobéit tout le temps. Les élèves de 6e, ça désobéit tout le temps. Or 6th graders, they're always disobeying.
The next word is savoir. This is a common verb that means to know, but don't be surprised if you hear a French person using it to mean can or to be able to.
If you'd like to get flowers delivered to your friend's house in a neighboring city, you might call up your local florist to try and set up a delivery. However, if your friend's house is outside of the delivery range, the florist might say something like, Désolé, nous ne savons pas livrer à Épernay. Désolé, nous ne savons pas livrer à Épernay. Or, sorry, we can't deliver to Épernay.
As a French learner, you've probably seen the word après. You likely use it to mean after. However, it can also be used to mean but.
If a friend is asking you for advice, you might tell them what you'd do in a similar situation and follow up with Après, tu fais ce qui marche le mieux pour toi. Après, tu fais ce qui marche le mieux pour toi. Or, but do what works best for you. For the sixth word, we have derrière.
For many of you, this word may simply mean behind, but in other contexts, it can be used to mean after or afterwards.
If you ask a friend for a ride home after dinner, they might say, I can't drive right now. Je viens de boire 2 verres de rouge et un verre de blanc derrière. Je viens de boire 2 verres de rouge et un verre de blanc derrière. Or, I just drank 2 glasses of red wine and a glass of white wine afterwards.
The last term that we want to share with you is quelque part. It's often taught as meaning somewhere, but in an informal context, it can mean in a way or in some ways.
If your classmate is complaining to you about how they failed an exam, but you remember them joking about how they never study and prefer to party instead, you might say to them, quelque part tu as mérité cette note. Quelque part tu as mérité cette note. Or, in a way, you deserve to get that grade.
So that is the list. We know that you'll find these alternate definitions useful in improving your French, and we really hope that you enjoyed watching.
If you learned something new, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, check us out on all of our social media. We do have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and our blog.
Which word from our list will you use in your next French conversation? Feel free to comment down below with an example sentence.
We'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.